Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sarah Thompson, and for years, I've dedicated my life to helping women like you live your healthiest and happiest lives. Today, I want to talk about something crucial for women over 65. There's a habit that far too many women in this age group are still clinging to every single day without realizing how much it's hurting their vitality. It's not just slowing down your get up and go, but it could be quietly shaving years off your life. The honest truth is, once you reach a certain age, your body goes through changes that make some habits way more risky than they used to be. What you got away with in your 40s and 50s could now be putting you at risk of some serious health problems, and most women don't even catch on until it's too late. That's why, in this video, we're going to talk about 5 things women absolutely need to stop doing right now if you're over 65. This is your chance to make these changes before they really start to mess with your health, your energy, and how long you're around to enjoy life. Stick with me until the end because the last one is something hardly anyone mentions, but it's one of the biggest mistakes women could be making right now. Now, before we jump in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I really recommend you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. If you're enjoying this video, please type 1 in the comments. If it's not your cup of tea, type 0 in the comments to let me know how I can make these videos even better for you. Now, let's get started. Mistake number 1. Ignoring hydration. One of the most often missed health risks for women after 65 is not drinking enough water. You might think, I'm not thirsty that often, so I must be fine. But here's the problem. Women's thirst signals get weaker as you age. That means you could already be dehydrated before you even feel thirsty. And being chronically dehydrated doesn't just make you feel tired. It can lead to joint pain, constipation, kidney problems, confusion, and even raise your risk of falls. Dehydration is sneaky. Most women assume that as long as they drink something during the day, they're getting enough fluids. But the truth is, by the time you feel thirsty, you're already behind on fluids. And the effects are serious. When your body doesn't get enough water, your muscles get weaker, your joints lose their cushion, and your brain function slows down, which can cause dizziness, trouble focusing, and a higher chance of getting hurt. This is exactly what happened to Ruth, who's 75. She thought she was drinking enough because she had coffee in the morning and a little water with meals. But over time, she started getting more headaches, muscle cramps, and dizzy spells when she stood up. Her doctor explained that coffee and tea actually act like diuretics, meaning they pull water out of your body instead of adding it. So, Ruth made a simple change. She started drinking a full glass of water first thing in the morning and sipping water throughout the day. Within a few weeks, she felt more alert, her digestion was better, and even her joints weren't as stiff. Want to check if you're drinking enough? Try this. Gently pinch the skin on the back of your hand and hold it for a second. If it snaps right back, you're likely hydrated. If it takes a moment to settle, your body might need more water. The good news is, this is one of the easiest things to fix. Just keeping a glass of water handy and taking small sips throughout the day can make a huge difference in your energy, digestion, joint health, and even your brain power. Don't wait until you're thirsty because by then, your body's already struggling to keep up. If you're still with me and finding this helpful, please type 1 in the comments below to let me know you're here. Mistake number 2. Too much couch time. One of the unhealthiest things women can do for your body after age 65 is sitting around too much. You might be thinking, hey, I take a walk every day, so I'm staying active. But here's the kicker. Even if you get some exercise, parking yourself in a chair for hours on end can still raise your risk of heart trouble, muscle weakness, and poor blood flow. Studies have shown that too much sitting slows down your metabolism, makes your legs and core weaker, and puts extra stress on your joints. All of this can lead to moving around less easily, chronic aches and pains, and a higher chance of falling. Think about it. Have you ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt a little creaky in your knees or tight in your back? That's your body telling you it needs more movement. Sitting for long stretches cuts down on blood flow, making your muscles and joints stiff. It also bumps up your risk of blood clots, weight gain, and even problems with your thinking. This is exactly what happened to Barbara, who's 68. She always thought her daily walk was enough, but over time, she noticed her legs getting weaker and her back pain getting worse. Her doctor explained that it wasn't just about walking, it was about breaking up those long periods of sitting. Barbara started setting a timer to get up and move around every 30 to 45 minutes, doing some simple stretches or just moving a bit. Within weeks, she felt less stiff, her circulation was better, and she even had more energy. Here's a quick test. If you sit for more than an hour at a time, try standing up right now and rolling your shoulders, stretching your legs, or just walking around for a few minutes. If you feel a difference right away, that's proof your body needs more movement throughout the day. The secret isn't just about hitting the gym, it's about staying active all day long. If you've been sitting too much, now's the time to change it. Little bits of movement throughout the day, standing up, stretching, walking around, even just shifting how you're sitting, can make a huge difference in how your body feels and works. Mistake number 3, not getting enough protein. One of the biggest slip-ups women make after 65 is not getting enough protein, and it's costing them muscle strength and pep. You might think, I eat plenty of food, so I must be okay. But here's the truth. As women get older, your body isn't as good at using protein as it used to be. That means you actually need more protein to keep your muscles in shape. If you're not paying attention to your protein, you're likely losing muscle without even knowing it. Muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia, say that 3 times fast, is a major threat to staying independent after 65. It happens slowly, and most women don't notice until everyday things like getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs start feeling like a real chore. The real trouble is, once you lose muscle, it's much harder to get it back. And when your muscles get weak, so does your balance, making falls and injuries way more likely. This is exactly what happened to Janet, who's 67. She thought she was eating just fine, but over time, she noticed her legs felt weaker, her arms looked skinnier, and she just didn't have the same get up and go. Her doctor told her she wasn't getting enough protein to feed her muscles. So, she started upping her protein intake, adding more lean meats, eggs, beans, nuts, and protein-rich dairy to her meals. Within weeks, she felt stronger, more energetic, and even steadier on her feet. Want to check in on your muscle strength right now? Try standing up from a chair without using your hands. If that feels tough, or if you feel wobbly, it could be a sign that your muscles are getting weak, and your body needs more protein and some strength training to stop losing more. So, if you're still eating the way you did in your 40s or 50s, it's time to rethink your diet. More protein isn't just a good idea, it's essential for women staying strong, mobile, and living life on your own terms. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. Mistake number 4, skipping strength and balance training. One of the biggest mistakes women make after 65 is thinking that just walking is enough exercise. Now, walking is great for your heart and for getting around, but it doesn't do enough to keep up your strength, balance, or stop you from falling. The fact is, as women age, your muscles naturally get weaker, your balance gets worse, and your chances of falling go up unless you make an effort to stop it. Here's something most women don't realize. Falls are the #1 cause of injuries in older women, and most falls happen not because of weak legs, but because of poor balance and muscle loss. If you're not challenging your body with strength and balance exercises, you're unknowingly making yourself more likely to stumble, trip, and get seriously hurt. This is exactly what happened to Nancy, who's 73. She walked every day thinking that was enough, but one day she misjudged a step, lost her balance, and took a nasty fall. She didn't break anything, but it really shook her up. Her doctor explained that her balance was getting worse because she wasn't working on her stabilizing muscles, so she started adding some gentle strength exercises, core work, and balance drills into her day. Within a few weeks, she felt steadier, more confident, and way less scared of falling. Strength training doesn't mean pumping heavy iron at the gym. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, doing bodyweight squats, practicing standing on one foot, or even using a chair for support while you do leg exercises. The key is to challenge your muscles and your balance so your body stays strong, coordinated, and able to bounce back. Want to test your balance right now? Try this. Stand near a counter, lift one foot just a little off the ground, and see if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you have trouble, that's a clear sign your balance needs some work, and the sooner you start, the better. Your muscles and balance are your foundation, and ignoring them after 65 is one of the quickest ways to lose your ability to move freely. If you've been relying only on walking, it's time to make strength and stability training a priority to keep women active, independent, and out of harm's way. Mistake number 5. Ignoring sleep. A lot of women figure that needing less sleep is just part of getting older, but that's actually one of the biggest myths out there. The truth is, your body still needs good quality sleep, not just to feel rested, but to help with your memory, muscle recovery, heart health, and even your immune system. The problem is, as women age, they often fall into bad sleep habits that lead to feeling tired all the time, more inflammation in the body, and even a higher risk of thinking problems down the road. If you've ever found yourself waking up in the middle of the night and struggling to get back to sleep, or feeling groggy even after a whole night in bed, your body might not be getting the deep, refreshing sleep it really needs, and the results can be serious. Studies show that not getting enough sleep weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and can speed up memory issues over time. Take Ellen, for example. She's 70. She always thought sleeping fewer hours was just a normal part of aging, but over time, she started feeling more tired during the day. Her thinking got foggy, and even her blood pressure started acting up. Her doctor explained that her body still needed deep sleep to work right, and the key was to fix her nighttime routine. So, she made a few simple changes, cutting back on screen time late at night, skipping caffeine in the evening, and setting up a relaxing bedtime routine. Within just a few weeks, she saw a huge difference in her energy, focus, and how good she felt overall. Not sure if your sleep is really doing its job? Here's a quick test. Do you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go, or do you feel sluggish and need extra time to get moving? If you're feeling groggy most mornings, your sleep might not be working for you, and now's the time to fix it. Good quality sleep isn't optional. It's one of the most important things for women's long-term health, your brain power, and your physical well-being. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, please comment number 5 below to let me know you're here. As we draw this video to a close, let's take a deep breath and reflect on the journey we've just taken together. These 5 habits, ignoring hydration, staying glued to the couch, shortchanging protein, skipping strength and balance training, and brushing off sleep, are not just innocent oversights. They're like cracks in the foundation of a house, slowly undermining the vibrant, independent life you deserve after 65. But here's the heartening truth that I want you to carry forward. You have the power to mend those cracks and build a stronger, healthier future. Your body is a marvel, capable of incredible resilience even in your later years. Every choice you make, whether it's reaching for a glass of water, taking a quick stretch break, tossing some beans into your salad, practicing a chair squat, or winding down with a soothing bedtime ritual, is a brick laid in the path to a life brimming with energy, strength, and joy. This message hits close to home for me. A while back, I found myself slipping into some of these traps, gulping coffee instead of water, working through lunch without enough protein, and burning the midnight oil to keep up with life's demands. I felt drained, my knees creaked, and my spark was fading. But when I started making these small shifts, carrying a water bottle everywhere, adding a protein shake to my mornings, and committing to a consistent sleep schedule, it was like flipping a switch. Suddenly, I could keep up with my book club hikes, dance at family gatherings, and feel that zest for life again. That transformation taught me something profound. Health isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And I want that same awakening for you. a chance to rediscover the woman who feels strong, sharp, and ready to embrace every moment. The lesson here is one that resonates deeply in American culture. You are the architect of your own life. We celebrate grit, determination, and the belief that it's never too late to take charge. These habits aren't about depriving yourself, they're about giving yourself the gift of vitality. Imagine 6 months from now, standing taller, moving with ease, and waking up refreshed, all because you started with one small change today. Maybe it's setting a water glass by your favorite chair or trying a balance exercise while brushing your teeth. These tiny actions are like seeds planted in fertile soil. Over time, they grow into a life where you're not just getting older, but living better, with the freedom to chase your passions, whether that's gardening, traveling, or simply playing with your grandkids without a second thought. What strikes me most is how these changes ripple outward. When you feel good, you light up the lives of those around you, your family, your friends, your community. You become the role model who inspires others to prioritize their health too. In a culture that values connection and legacy, that's a powerful impact. So, I'm inviting you to take a leap, not a giant one, but a small, meaningful step. Pick one habit from this video to focus on this week. Maybe it's sipping water every hour or adding a 5-minute walk to your afternoon. Pay attention to how your body responds. Do you feel a little lighter? A little stronger? I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below with one thing you learned today or one change you're ready to try. Your story could be the nudge someone else needs, and reading your thoughts keeps me fired up to create more content like this. If this video spoke to you, hit that like button. It helps other women discover these life-changing tips. Share it with a sister, a friend, or a neighbor who deserves to feel her best. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and tap the bell so you're always in the know for more ways to thrive after 65. Thank you for spending this time with me. It means the world. You're not just watching a video, you're claiming a healthier, happier future. So, tell me in the comments, what's one small step you're taking today to live your most vibrant life? Let's keep this momentum going and build something amazing together.